Thank you for the compliment. You think
You can find a way humanly possible to get over it.
Dave, you sit there on the chair.
Yeah, Dave, you stood over it.
Girls?
Come on, you can sit right here.
Next is our sponsor, Katie Willis. Mommy, how are you using your regular voice today, Lizzie?
I've got a drink. Just plain water is fine with me. Just bring it.
This video program is taking place during Thanksgiving vacation 1978, and our children and cousins are putting on a program. And now Elizabeth will announce it. Lizzie!
Okay, tonight on our show is called The Slumber Party. Now we will begin our session. Slumber Party! Slumber Party! Somebody take out the curtain, please.
Candace, get off the table, for heck's sake.
Let's have a pillow fight. Everybody, let's have a pillow fight. Pillow fight? Yeah. Pillow fight.
Careful, careful.
For tonight's show, the guest
all
stars.
just a set.
No, say, the stars are the real names. The stars are the King, Elizabeth Russell,
You idiots, get off that table right now. Get Debbie down.
Paris, no, and Teddy Boone, and Callum O'Neill, and Florence Henderson. Here's Oliver. Hi, up there. And Suzanne Summers.
Debbie, get off the table.
And Donna Reeder and Joyce Litton.
And Debbie Russell.
And here's our smallest guest
I want
tonight,
to see you
Denny
over there
Boone
interview Debbie.
Jr.
I'll hold it steady. I'll get you.
Now let's begin again. Now, how is around here? Someplace.
When it's taping, when it's red.
Okay, here we are at the monkey cage of the
Interview
Paris
Debbie. Bring her out.
You're going to have to back up. Back up.
We can sing song. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Get to a place. Slumber party. Yeah. Okay. All the people are sleepy. No, I'm not. So
What's that roll
we're
around her?
now.
What's that roll?
Next. Debbie Boone. And for your information, I have
Girls?
And the movie called Slumber Party from Apricot
I
State.
love that record. What's that ears?
What, you guys, let's make a pyramid. No, we're not in the mood to make a pyramid. Just one. I have the answer. Just let's make a pyramid. Let's get some cookies. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Look out. They're getting here.
Mommy wants to take a picture of me.
Go on, baby.
Lizzie,
Where's that baby?
I'm gonna take off for Sandbuggy. Gonna ride it through the town. Gonna take off for Sandbuggy to watch the wheels go round. Horsey, horsey, I knew we've been together. You move the thing over a little bit, Ruth. I'm not in the center of the picture.
Huh?
I'm not in the center of the picture.
Well, you're not the center of the universe, you know.
Well, just keep it. Don't move towards me, back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Okay. Gonna take off for Sandbuggy. Gonna ride it through the town. Gonna take off for Sandbuggy to watch the wheels go round. Okay, now we're gonna give you a birdie ride, okay? Let's give you a birdie ride. Fly like the birdie fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly like the birdie fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly like the birdie fly.
So beautiful.
Fly, fly, fly. Fly like the birdie fly. Fly, fly, fly. I gotta get a belly button.
Now Susie's going to tell us a story.
Alice in Wonderland! I was going to tell her a story. That's why I was assigned to do it. Alice in Wonderland.
How far back do you have to
Alice in Wonderland,
be to make
Katie.
it focus? I guess anything.
Now for tonight's story is going to be Alice in Wonderland. Now here we go. Alice in Wonderland. I'm Alice in Wonderland.
Girls, we must be way back from the camera for it to be any good, sweetheart. It gets out of focus when you come right up
Do they have the same focus that you see there?
Alice was growing
Okay,
tired.
exactly like that.
Alice was growing tired listening to her sister read. Just as her eyes began to close, she said, a white rabbit hurried by, looking at his pocket watch and talking to himself. Alice thought that was very curious indeed. A talking rabbit with a pocket watch. So she followed him to a rabbit hole beneath a big tree. And down she fell, down to the center of the world, it seemed. Want to eat one? She's eating one. See the pictures? She can't.
Oh,
I just want to see how I look on this dress. Would you get back here and let me see?
When Alice landed with a thump, the white rabbit was just disappearing through a door, which was much too small for her. Alice drank from a bottle on the table and shrank away to a very
Boy, what can we do?
tiny size, but now she could not reach the little door.
How do we get the kids together?
Shut up! The golden plate. Oh yeah. No! You don't like anything.
Well, let's hear the pretty song.
Yes. Yes. Follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me. If I do it high or low, if I do it fast or slow, do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me.
Once more.
Do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me. If I do it high or low, if I do it fast or slow, do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me. Do as I'm doing. Follow, follow me.
Can you do popcorn popping now? Let's do popcorn popping on the apricot tree. Lizzie, sit down.
Looked out the window and what did I see? Popcorn popping on the apricot tree. Spring has brought me such a nice surprise. Popcorn popping right before my eyes. I can take a handful and make a treat. A popcorn ball that would feel so sweet. It wasn't very slow, but it seemed to be to walk in the light. Sylvia, in a minute, I got to sing.
Don't just do something, stand there.
No, just, okay,
What am I supposed to do?
Kenneth, what is Santa Claus going to bring you for Christmas?
Give me a piggyback. Give me a piggyback.
You want a piggyback ride? Uh-oh. You know what's going to happen? The froggy's going to get through. We're going to tickle bug.
Hey, Kenny, tell us the joke about the black angel, okay?
Oh,
Would
I
you?
got a better one. Why don't I tell you about the story about the wealthy oil millionaire that lived down in the state of Texas?
Okay, I'm down about the black
Did you hear about that, Joni?
No, I want to hear that one.
Oh, well, Mr. Clemens was a wealthy oil man, and he walked up to his minister one day, and he says, Reverend Fields, I've been thinking about this a long time.
Oh, I heard that one.
And I'd like to send you and your sweet, lovely wife on a trip to the Holy Land. And what's more, while you're gone, I'm going to build you the most wonderful church that's ever been built in the state of Texas. So Reverend Fields and his lovely wife went off to the Holy Land. And they all exclaimed, marvelous, wonderful. Well, the Reverend Fields...
I like the other one better.
The Reverend Fields came back, and he was observing the new chapel that had been built for him by Mr. Clemens. And they were admiring the outward aspects of the chapel with all its beautiful columns and stained glass. And the minister was so excited about it, he said, why, this is just a marvelous and wonderful chapel, Mr. Clemens. Why don't we go inside and observe the interior aspects of the chapel? And so they went on the inside, and they observed all the beautiful stained glass and tapestries, and of course the beautiful vestry. And the minister was just ecstatic, and he said, marvelous, wonderful. But he said there's just one problem with this chapel. He says there's only one row of pews in the very back. And Mr. Clemens said, well, don't worry about a thing. I've taken care of that. And all you have to do is just come on Sunday and you'll be able to see what I've done. So Mr. Clemens came on back, and the Reverend Fields. And while he was standing in the pulpit waiting for his parishioners to sit themselves down for the service, he watched them all fill in the back row. And after the back row was completely full, there was a whir and a click, and the row moved all the way up to the front. And the minister stood there, and he was excited, and he said, marvelous, wonderful. Well, that's not the end of the story. Mr. Clemens had delivered the finest sermon that he had ever given during the entire time he was a minister in that church. In fact, he got so excited about it that he went overtime. And all of a sudden, there was a whir and a click, and the minister disappeared out of sight. And the congregation got up and said, marvelous, wonderful.
Read a story on TV or something. Questions are? Yeah. Get one out.
Granny's hair is in the butter.
I used to like to do that for rabbit.
When the dog died, we had hot dogs.
How about this?
Cat died, when landlord died, I left there. He got me.
Hey.
Do you want to have prayer? What are you doing that for?
Gosh, Susie, who's that old man?
Daddy.
That's a TV camera. Who's that girl sitting? There's that baby.
That's a beautiful mom.
Wave hi. Wave bye-bye.
Uncle Ken. I'm beautiful Ken. Uncle Ken.
What do you want me to sing?
Uncle.
Oh, the horse and the flea and the pig blind moth. You want me to sing that for you? Huh? Oh, I can't do it, but listen. I've got a meeting. I always wondered if I could sing.
Hey, why are you?
I can turn it off for a while and I'll figure out something to sing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where's your child?
This is Christmas 1978 in the Russell household. And what we are looking at here is a picture of our Christmas tree that we have had for so many years.
Did you make this work?
Now Ruth is going to tell us about our little Christmas tree and about the different ornaments that the children have made this year. Why don't you just hold it up here so we can see it, Ruth?
Elizabeth made this at school. Susie made this in primary early society.
Why don't you hold it over here to the camera so we can see it?
I made this in Relief Society, and a few others, the angel and the bird. Some of them were purchased, and Susie made this at the Recreation Center. And Elizabeth made this in Girl Scouts.
Okay.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shine.
Well, Santa Claus has made his
The night of our dear
dropped of presents for the year, and now Ruthie is arranging them so that the children can find them in the morning.
Oh.
till he appeared, and the soul
They didn't find
felt
it.
word.
You see, Mama and Daddy have to help Santa a little bit by putting some of the things in place, because Santa Claus is so busy, he doesn't have time to do everything. In fact, over on this table, we can see where Santa Claus actually ate part of the carrot and drank the milk before going on his way.
Were full. Elizabeth left the carrots for the reindeer, but they were full. And Santa was on a diet, so he ate the carrots. He said he had to make cookies somewhere else.
When Christ was born.
Now Ruthie is hooking up the swing.
Don't sit in it.
Let's get a picture of some of the little gifts.
I think this is the way Santa wanted it. I hope. I hope there's no squabbles.
Now, we will be getting the swimming pool and the little boat and the dolly that's next to it.
Elizabeth, poor Debbie. Santa didn't do too much for her this year.
Now, what do we have over here on the
As
other
far as
side?
volume qualities.
The toys on the left, whose are those? Are those Lizzie's
Where?
on the left?
Susie's, Lizzie's, and Debbie's.
Where are Debbie's? Let's see. You think we ought to get?
We have more.
You think we ought to get the little teddy bears and put them out there?
Yeah. I don't know where they are.
Let's see. Is that a manger scene over there, love?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's our first, isn't it?
Pardon?
That's our first manger scene, isn't it?
We had it last year.
Oh, did we have it last year? Well, Christmas in the Russell household is coming right along, right on schedule. It's nice that we're here on Christmas Day, as of right now. As you can see it on the clock,
Big deal. I haven't seen the reindeer yet.
it's exactly 12
I
midnight.
guess they're so busy though. Look at all this junk.
It is now December the 25th, 1978. Merry Christmas, darling.
I sit here chewing my wax candy.
Well, this is our opportunity to see what Santa helpers have done for all of us this year. Now, which one has Lizzie named this one?
That's vanilla.
That's vanilla. There's a little teddy bear in her stroller. And
That's chocolate.
that's chocolate on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Ruthie's present. She doesn't know what it is yet. Now, what happened to the octopus?
These are all Debbie's things.
Oh, over here in the corner. Oh yeah, these were all of Debbie's things. Huh? Well, let's get a good view of it from over here, where we can kind of see everything. Well, I'd say Santa Claus did fairly well by all of us this year, dear. What do you think?
Very well. Can I have a camera for a minute?
Sure. Have to come over here.
Well, to record, I push it right, like this.
Here, now you're recording.
This is our new front door. These are our new chairs. Where are they? Yeah, there's one.
You might get a little
There's the other.
better picture of the one over here. Have some light on.
This is my new husband. I'm turning him in for a new model because he's defective.
Why don't we take a picture of the...
This is the tree. Do I pick up the viewfinder?
No, you don't have to use it. You're doing fine. Well, you have to take a look behind it. You can see exactly what you're doing.
Now, Kenneth will give us a message on the true meaning of Christmas. In your opinion, what is the true meaning of Christmas, Kenneth?
It's love, sweetheart. That's the true meaning of Christmas. Of course, the birth of our Savior.
And jingle bells. That's our new light. I'll go get Susie.
Merry Christmas, Lizzie.
Merry Christmas. Hello? Thank you. Bye. Susie! Looky! You got one
Santa
set.
Claus came!
Ta-da!
Merry Christmas, Susie.
Daddy! Look! I'm rocking my baby and baby.
Oh, there's the one thing about those strollers. Don't take them outside.
Why not?
They're all thin.
Me.
Tires aren't very good.
Okay. I'll try that.
And don't let Debbie get in.
Can you put some Christmas music on, Ruthie?
Where is it?
Over there.
Looky, Susie. Susie! It says, to Ruth. Mama. Ta-da! A giant present for you. This is to Ruth. This is another thing for Debbie. And here's something for you. Daddy, I made a homemade present for you.
You did?
I'm your Santa Claus.
Well, thank you, baby. Whoops.
That's mine.
How come Santa didn't bring me boobsy?
You didn't ask for one. And Mom,
Oh, Lizzie, did you see that Santa Claus ate his snack?
Just part of it.
Part of it. He said he was hungry.
Look. Did Santa Claus come for you last night too? Surprise. Looks like Lizzie got all
Open your present, Daddy. It's so real cute.
Lizzie's got all the outdoor stuff and you've got all the indoor stuff. You like the outdoor better? Thank you. Pretty, pretty chill. Think I can hear the ocean?
Susie, press this button. Can you play with me? See? Watch this. I tried it. You go.
What's that, Mickey Mouse talking
2,
song?
8,
Huh, Susie?
6, 9,
Mickey Mouse
9,
talking
2.
song?
Press.
Is that a Mickey Mouse talking
Okay,
song?
Martin, why? Just so you go like that. What?
Is that a Mickey Mouse talking song?
Nope, but it's a phone that talks.
Is it good enough?
Wow, you got high heel shoes. High heels. Man, look in your stocking. Oh, it's filled. This is more yum. It's filled.
I'm gonna go get Debbie.
This goes to
Sure.
later.
What? Well,